Chat. Find a thumbnail that I use. Today we are doing it. What we're gonna do, I don't know. Think. You might. Or do I just try to do that? What happens? That's weird.
Of these.
But why does it say that it's sweet? That's the... That makes no sense. Wrong. That was on Kick, it's already right. Funny part is that on Twitch, right? A little are you guys doing today? How is everyone doing today? Hello? Right. What is that Duolingo? Where am I? Are on gaming this week. Perfect. This is what I've been doing. Essentially what I've been doing. I've been watching. World. And I mean, that's not what I want to do, right? Is to do this. Hey. I gotta redo this. Oh. Here it is. Good. New world, new.
Det märks, ja det märks är en skön låt från Folksam LO Pension. Välj Folksam LO Pension som förvaltare av din tjänstepension. Läs mer.
That you have. Where is the new? Watch trailer. I believe we already watched this one. Already watched.
Come, wanderer. The gods foretold of your arrival.
The whole new expansion, or not? Three expansions.
Guides your path.
It's still behind a paywall, no?
Ah, I see you thought fortune was on your side. But even the most coveted gifts can become a curse. Now the cards fall silent. All is darkness.
Region. never rated. Didn't even believe the ad rates when the first game first came out, right?
You may try to defeat the darkness, but you cannot escape the night.
Night, even. Rise of the Angry Earth expansion is now. Wait, so you don't have. Wait, what? No. It still doesn't change the fact that I can't even. Funny part. Kinda sucks. I mean, when you first start playing, like, oh, where do I check? At the bottom? Is it store? World. I mean, the game is. Wait. I'm able to play it. What the? Oh, it's recommended. Not able. That game pack. That's a. What's new? Wait, that was Baggins. Baggins. I don't know.
Today, friends, we're going to be talking about New World Eternum's next expansion called Nighthaven. This is a free update that's going to be dropping on Monday, October 13th. Now, I say free if you're somebody who purchased the game on Xbox or PS5, you have New World Eternum. If you've recently purchased New World, you have New World Eternum. The only stipulation is going to be here that if you are a legacy player from like 2021, 2022, basically before the Rise of the Angry Earth expansion, you'll still need to get that Rise of the Angry Earth expansion to be able to get to this. Basically everything that came after the Rise of the Angry Earth is still being bundled in that price tag. So yeah, for my legacy PC players, it seems like Amazon is still expecting you to buy the Horse DLC update, but now it does also include the Vampire and Werewolves update as well. So let's talk about what Nighthaven is going to be doing to the game. It is pretty exciting. We've got a new zone, we got a level cap increase, we've got quite a lot of other stuff to talk about. If you're interested in any particular section, you want some spoilers, you can scrub along in the video and see what we're talking about. But yeah, let's see what.
How many gigabytes was it? Was it 70? Right? Oh, this. The person who will be scared. Where is it? 71.
What's happening with New World Eternum Nighthaven. With this expansion, we are going to be getting another level cap increase. Currently, the level cap right now is 65. That's going to be going to 70 with this update. And the max gear score, currently 725, is going to be going to 800. Now, in order to get to the new max gear score or get to the new level, it's very likely that you'll be doing some of the new main storyline. It's called the Tear of Gaia. It follows Morgaine, who, again, it depends how much of New World you played or you remember with this character. It is going to take part in the new zone, so there's a new area that's called Nighthaven. Data mining suggests that it's going to be in the bottom left of the map, somewhere down here, but again, we do need to wait to see that be confirmed. Sadly, I would love to include some like gameplay of me walking through the zone and stuff, but right now we only have these screenshots to share.
He made this video.
The theme of the new zone does very much seem to be about vampires and werewolves and castles.
Thing is all now.
New World Eternum has gone through more transformations than with over 1,000 players inclined. No past this. Now, the game actually hands you a class system from the start instead of just flailing your arms around like a confused seagull. The tutorial got a serious glow up too, at that sweet level 10 to 15 mark. For most players back in 2021, this is what
Early thoughts on Eternal season.
I just mail check my marketing with AI to create
Oh, gonna be to find like something.
What is up, everybody? Renfail here. Hopefully you are doing well. We are here in Nighthaven, the latest DLC for New World Eternum, and it's time for my early thoughts video. We just wrapped up the first official stream as we sunk our teeth into the first story update that we've seen in quite some time for a New World Eternum. And as I always do, we do an early thoughts video. If you're not familiar with my review process, usually start with an early thoughts video right after the first stream session, followed by an initial review after around 20 to 25 hours of whatever we're playing, and then a final review when we are completed. Although with DLCs, they don't always last 25 hours, so sometimes there's just an initial review, the early thoughts video, and then a final review, so we'll just see how long it takes us. But this is a big zone, as they talked about in their lead-up footage to this and all the marketing material and the developer updates. This is the biggest zone that they have ever created. It is quite big.
That's a raid.
This is the Nighthaven region. It is just southwest of Brimstone Sands. I'm not sure. It looks like there's a road that connects.
What is that?
But I know via the quest starter that you do, you'll end up starting down here in the very tippy of the southwestern corner, and you'll just be following the storyline from there, which I have been doing. Behind me is Castle Dracula, which is ominously named, and I can't wait to see if we actually get to meet Dracula. That's going to be fun if we do. So let's just talk about it so far. The world building is absolutely stunning. I have just been enthralled by everything we see here. We've got some very unique art styles, very different compared to what we've seen before, as with all of the other biomes and areas in New World Eternum. They have done a great job in terms of the world building teams of creating something that is absolutely unique. The sort of like Eastern European medieval vibe here, and then of course the backdrop of this massive castle, at least here. Then there's towers that we're doing, crumbling ruins, and exploring around. There's a lot of new stuff with the DLC. First and foremost is the attribute crunch. So they shrunk all the attributes down and then you'll need to respec your character when you first log in, so you'll have to go through and play around with those numbers and get them where you want. I'm playing a dex build, so I'm max dex, a little bit of intelligence, rest of constitution. I have not spent any points for the last couple of levels. I'm now 67, only because I don't want to spend my points yet. I'm just kind of floating along. For me, because this character was literally, this is a story-only character. I don't do raids, I don't do dungeons, I literally just did the New World of Tournament storyline in the 2 DLCs last year with this character, left him parked. So I came in with gear that was around the like 650 to like 680 gear score. And I've already replaced like my helmet.
Oh,
now at
isn't it
715,
weird to play
and then I
with
have some new boots. At
controller?
715, I got a new rapier, which is 720, and then I think I got like a new ring. Yeah, I found a lot of upgrades, but it's not gear that I want, so I'm just stripping it down for crafting materials, and then we will craft something accordingly later, or just deal with quested gear for now. I'm not sure yet. The music has been spot on. As I mentioned already, the world building is great. The mobs have been challenging. We've done the soul trial. The first soul trial, it was a little chaotic, but we did get it on the first try. It was a little nuts. So I think if you are familiar with the New World of Turnham, like leveling from the storylines, you're going to find that similar challenges here if you're going into this just with story gear. I can't speak to what the challenge rating might be like if you're coming into this with raid gear, but I know if you've just played...
Okay. What does cannon have? Weapons.
Linus, inte tjuvkika.
Jag skulle bara jämföra lite.
Lando. Sverige.
So a lot of you guys might be wondering what weapon you should use. So in this video, we're
What weapon you should use, up to you. Okay. Haven.
What's going on, friends? Welcome back to another New World video. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Nighthaven expansion, which is dropping into New World of Turnham on October 13th. Today we got a big juicy video from Amazon Game Studios. It was 1 hour 22 minutes in length talking about the expansion. What we're going to do in this video is condense that down into hopefully about like 10 minutes, a little bit more, a little bit less, going over all of the details, all of the things to get excited for with this big update. If you want to find the full video, I'll put a link in the description down below. But that being said, let's jump in and talk about Nighthaven. Now, one of the features I'm most excited for with Nighthaven is the Catacombs game mode. This is a brand new PvE game mode designed for 3 players, although you can enter and start clearing the catacombs as a solo. Doesn't necessarily have to be tank damage and healer. That's what we see in the footage here, but you can go in with a couple damage players, a couple tank players, even a couple of healers, as they say in the video. The goal, you have 30 minutes to go in, kill enemies, kill bosses, get loot, and get out. If you don't clear it in 30 minutes, GG's, it's over. After every boss kill, the catacombs will get more difficult, but the loot will get better. And they say the first 2 bosses should be doable by casual groups, and then from there on out, it's going to get more difficult, with the 6th boss being very, very difficult. There are up to 100 rooms in the catacombs, and it is randomly generated every time. So sometimes you'll enter into a puzzle area. Next time you go along, the second room in will be an enemy room or a reward room or something with parkour in it. So yeah, it's going to be different every single time. High level of replayability is what they were going for on this one. There will be a queue finder, but of course you can go in with your friends as a group of 3 as well if you want. One cool feature they're adding with the catacombs is what they call aspects. So at the start of a run, you'll be able to choose an aspect.
Jump 700% further after backsteps hit. Someone's Zemo's attack when you attack.
These are basically power-ups or buffs that last for the duration of that particular catacombs run. One aspect that they give an example of is the aspect of the paladin, where every time you land an attack, you'll heal your teammates for a percentage of the damage. You can also see some other aspects on the screen here as well. There was one where you do a headshot or a crit, and then you can jump really far, so these seem pretty wacky. How many you'll be able to get in a run, I think they said there's 16 in total, but it effectively adds an element of roguelike to it and obviously makes it more random in that you're not going to get the same aspects every time. Maybe some will be more powerful than others. And then you can also earn Ascensions as well. Ascensions increase your health and damage by 10% each, and these are going to be given randomly throughout a run of the Catacombs as well. You'll be earning Sterlings from the first boss that you kill and every boss after that. The second boss and every boss after that will give you crowns. So you get Sterlings throughout the run, and you'll only get crowns from the second boss kill onwards. And they say that you can use crowns to purchase cosmetics. They didn't mention what you can use Sterlings for, but I'm going to assume it's another vendor that you can buy items from as well. Catacombs in general looks super fun, high level of replayability. Every run obviously is intended to be a little bit different, and the fact that there are like cool skins and stuff that you can buy with the currency you earn from it, this looks really, really fun. One of the things that I'm looking forward to doing is seeing how far we can go solo in this, if we can just take some sort of like greatsword lifesteal build and see if we can go through and get to like the third boss on my own. But generally, super excited for this one. In this dev video, we also got more information about the new zone coming to the game. It's called Nighthaven. It is the biggest zone that's been added to New World so far. It will feature castles, spooky forests, spider caves, graveyards, like an Eastern European village, stuff of that sort of.
Yes, I've done my therapy with spiders, but that's small spiders, right? But big.
Aesthetic, you get the vibe when you're seeing it on the screen here. There's also a complete underground area, like a brand new area under Nighthaven called the Underworld, which has various points of interest, including you can get gatherables and chests. There's new enemy types down here that they call nightmares. You can also swim underwater in this zone as a method of exploration, pick up torches and throw them. You can use torches to burn spider webs and rat's nests. Within Nighthaven, there's also going to be hidden tarot cards. You'll be able to find these cards and then use them to unlock treasure chests or access tarot towers, I think is what they call them. It's going to function somewhat similar to the glyph system in Brimstone Sands or the animal patterns from the Elysian Wilds, if you guys have played either of those. They're going to be quite difficult to find according to them. There's also going to be jump pads within the zone, which you can use to climb up and I assume find more cards and chests and hidden gatherables. So if you're somebody who likes exploration, there is going to be a lot to discover in Nighthaven, according to the devs. The Isle of Night is the new raid that's going to be coming with the Nighthaven expansion. This will be a level 70 raid designed for 10 players. It'll feature 3 different bosses, and according to the devs, will take a similar amount of time to clear as the current raid that we have right now, which is the Hive of Gorgons.
The Lich King.
Tony Rickardsson.
Vill du veta hur mycket din bil är värd?
Självklart.
På viköperinbil.se.
We'll be starting at the docks and making our way through to the fortress, battling enemies and bosses along the way. They've also said there's going to be a randomized puzzle, just one, but one randomized puzzle, so you'll have to like figure out the puzzle every time you do the raid, whereas in Hive of Gorgons, we kind of just know exactly what we're doing right now when you shoot the spinning balls. One thing that they didn't show us everything. They said there's going to be a lot of new enemies and we can see some of them here, but they did show us the first boss, which is the Jester. And man, this boss design looks really cool. They say the boss fight is very chaotic. It's going to require 2 different shot callers. I think that's for the raid in general. With the footage we can see, there's like a big wall of fire. He's summoning lots of enemies. At some point, somebody gets on a siege weapon. It does look absolutely crazy. There's also a suggestion from the devs that you'll want to run an off tank in this raid. So you'll need 2 different tanks and yeah, 2 different shot callers as well. So a lot of crazy mechanics going on here. I don't know if like a random group is ever going to be able to complete this one, if it's going to be something that requires a lot more organization and structure, you know, like a pre-made group. They do mention, though, that the raid will be entirely lost enemies. So if you have lost coatings, lost ward potions, and you have the major lost trophies in your houses, it's going to help you deal more damage and take less damage in the form of the ward potions to all of the enemies in this raid. But generally, Isle of Night, we don't get too many more details, but it does look pretty cool. And like I say, that first boss, the Jester, really love the design behind this guy. Looks like it's going to be pretty challenging. Nighthaven's also going to feature a lot of new enemies. The devs say that there's going to be 40 new creatures coming with this expansion, which would feature vampires, were-creatures, inquisitors, ghastly horrors, and beasts. From the vampire side of things, they call them Upia. I was going to be calling them vampires. They have a tiering system. So like the high tier, which are the nobility, and then we have the lower tier, which are, I guess, like peasants. The higher tier can actually consume lower tier vampires to make them stronger, which is really cool. We haven't really generally had much AI interaction. AI doesn't interact with AI that much in this game, but we're seeing some evolution of that now in the game. From the were creatures side of things, we have werewolves, werebears, were-ravens. Some of these enemies do look like they use similar attack patterns and models from what we've seen in the game in the past. Although the devs do say that more than half the creatures in Nighthaven do have new rigs and new animations. So yeah, we will see a little bit of overlap. Specifically with these were creatures, they can also come in a rabid or diseased form. Exactly what implications that has, I don't know. But if they look rabid, they look diseased. I'm assuming they're probably going to apply disease to you, which means you're not going to be able to heal yourself as much. A creature type that I'm very excited for and didn't even really know was going to be a thing. We knew about the vampire and werewolf theme for it, but we also have the Inquisitors. Now these are going to be the new corrupted enemies within Nighthaven, but they have really cool designs. They come in different forms, so they describe them as clerics, we have flame keepers, we have wardens and enforcers, markswomen, and we have flame keepers, we have wardens.
Why does this look Clash of Clans or Clash of Royal?
And enforcers, markswoman, and the seraph. Like with the vampires, these guys do have special buffs that they interact with each other, but rather than just killing each other, these guys will use something called rampant flame. So when one Inquisitor is near another, this rampant flame buff can kick in, and then they can enable special attacks or abilities that they wouldn't use when they're solo. So these Inquisitors, you probably want to keep them separate if you can. Too many together, they are going to become quite a force to be, to deal with. In terms of the ghastly horrors, they don't really show as much footage or give too much mention of this. There's a headless enemy within the underworld, so that area under Nighthaven. We're also going to find nightmares. I guess these are just going to be really spooky monsters, clouds and demons and ghosts of all kinds of different descriptions. And generally populating Nighthaven, there's also going to be quite a few new beasts as well. We have spiders, quite a lot of mentions of spiders and spider caves. There's also going to be foxes, rats, and reindeer as well. But sadly, we don't have any footage of those currently. For the main storyline, there are going to be 4 new bosses, and then they also say there's going to be 4 challenge bosses, which will specifically be of the Inquisitor variety. So I think like elite open world bosses, special Inquisitors that we can kill for, I don't know, open world drops, along with the main story boss line, new enemies there as well. But we don't have any footage of these, so we're just gonna have to guess what they look like and how cool they are. Lastly, we need to talk about the big changes coming to gearing and progression in New World. There was a section at the end of this video where they explain how we're gonna get good gear and upgrade it and what good items will look like going forward. So the first system is to do with upgrading in New World. Right now, if you want to upgrade an item, it's pretty selective. It has to be a named item. It's going to be with a certain criteria. Some of them will go to 700 gear score. Other ones will go to 725. They're streamlining this system. It's just going to be that if an item is...
I missed out a lot, right? Case item. All the items on, right?
700 gear score or higher. You can upgrade it to 800. Doesn't matter if it's named, doesn't matter if it's crafted, you just 700 gear score. That's it. That's the only requirement. 700, it goes up to 800. To do this, you'll need Umbral Shards. Umbral Shards will be earned from a ton of different content, but you'll only be able to earn a certain amount per week. Right now, they were suggesting that the cap would be about 4,000. 4,000 Umbral Shards, again, taking from the video, would allow you to upgrade 5 items to 800 gear score, provided those 5 items were 730 gear score. So 730, 730, 730, 730, all the way to 800. That would be your shards for the week. This kind of makes sense because if we have an item that's 725, or if you had a full set of 725, which is currently the highest we could get right now, that means it's going to take us approximately 2 to 3 weeks to upgrade a full 725 set to 800. And they did say you might want to do that. Although we're getting new items with the update, we're going to cover those. Some of the old items are still going to be relevant, including artifacts. Artifacts are still going to be a thing, so upgrading those to 800 gear score is something that you might want to consider. There is a exponential scale to upgrading, so getting from 730 to 780 doesn't require that many shards, but then going from 780 to 800, right? every step you get closer to 800 does cost considerably more shards. One of the big changes that's coming with Nighthaven is they're removing attributes from all of our armor and weapons and jewelry, so gear no longer provides attributes. Instead, all of your attributes are now going to be gained from this points available screen here. So we have 220 points available. They're going to be bumping us up to, I think they said about 530. So we're going to get an additional, that's 310 points to play around with, which is a bit less, quite a bit less than what you would currently get from your gear right now. I think we are going to have a bit of an attribute squish So right now it is possible to hit some thresholds where you can get like 350 strength and then 300 con. I think you're not going to be able to hit those thresholds anymore with the next update. So it does mean that you're going to have to be a bit more selective which threshold points you want to go with. But yeah, I think that the change where we no longer have attributes on gear, instead it's just assigned through here, it's a lot more flexible. We don't have to worry about getting like the wrong items, like, oh, I got a good chest, but it's got focus on it. That's not going to be a thing anymore. While we're talking about attributes, they're also going to...
Couldn't you, like, a gear piece?
Be making a very big change. Items or weapons that only scale off of one stat. So for example, we have the Great Axe, which only scales off of strength. These are now going to scale off of 2 attributes. So everything will be dual attribute scaling. They didn't break down what's going to happen. So for example, Great Axe, I'm assuming would be strength and dexterity. They didn't say though. There was a hint that bow would be dexterity and intelligence. Life staff, I got to imagine focus and intelligence. But yeah, every weapon that just scales off of 1 attribute is now going to be 2 attribute scaling instead. And that's because we are going to have less attribute points to play around with. Another big change coming to gear with Nighthaven is the changing of the perk system. So right now, when you get an item in New World, you have just these fixed perks on it. With certain named items, you can change 1 perk. The same with artifacts as well. You can take them to the gypsum kiln and change a perk. Going forward, you're going to have what they call perk charm slots. So in the same way that gems kind of work, where you can replace a gem on an item, you're also going to be able to replace a perk on an item as well. They have a charm slot, and you can put a perk charm into that category. Now, not every item will have like every slot customizable. So some items will have a fixed slot, and then the other 2 perks will be customizable. And the perk slots, or the charm slots, are going to go into categories as well. So you have an offensive slot, a defensive slot, and a skill slot, and it's going to be random. So you might get items, some items will drop with 2 defensive slots, some items will drop with 2 offensive slots. I think you're always going to have a gem slot, and I believe you're always going to have a skill slot, but you'll have a bit of customization with your items. And what this means is, going forward, the gear chase, like in terms of getting good items, is if you want to make a perfect tank build, then you want to get a tank build and get a bunch of items that have that 2 defensive slot, because imagine, yeah, you want to have big defenses. Whereas if you're going for like a full glass cannon, trying to do as much damage as possible, then you don't want any defensive slots on your gear. You just want everything to be offensive or skill slots. And skill slots are things like the Sundering Shockwave or the Fortifying Sacred Ground, you know, the things that make your abilities do an extra condition. So yeah, we have a lot more customization with our gear. You will also be able to earn items that have up to a total of 4 slots. So you can imagine this top line here where I'm getting Constitution. Instead, that would be a perk slot as well. Although 4 slot items, 5, I guess if you include the gem slot, these are only going to be available from M3, which was very surprising for me to hear.
Which is
if you go M3, for those of you who don't know, is you have mutated dungeons, you have M1, M2, and M3. M3 is the highest difficulty of mutated dungeons. Actually very challenging PvE content. Currently doesn't have any purpose, but it is going to be giving some of the best gear in the game after Nighthaven comes out. Another topic that they talked about in the video is set bonus gear. Now, we've known about this for a little while, but set bonus is going to be items that you can wear, and the more that you wear that have that set bonus, the stronger it gets. So they come in different forms. You have 3-piece and then 5-piece set bonus, and you have 2-piece and 4-piece set bonus. And there is also a 1 set right now, which has a 1, a 3, and a 5. The example that they gave is the Enrage set. So with the Enrage set, you might be able to see some of it on the screen. If you have 1 piece of Enrage, then it gives you a buff where when you deal damage to an enemy, you get a stacking damage buff. Where you do 1% more damage up to a total of 10 stacks for 10% more damage. But every time you land an attack, you also get an incoming damage debuff as well. So you take 0.5% more damage. So at 10 stacks, 10% more damage, but you take 5% more damage. And then if you wear 3 pieces of the Enraged set, you'll have that first bonus, but the 3-piece bonus kicks in, which increases the amount of stacks to 15. So now you can get a 15% damage bonus increase. Another aspect kicks in where you take damage. You take 5% of your max HP as damage per second, but it stops at 70%. So it won't kill you. Once you get to 70%, it won't like keep damaging you anymore. And then when you wear 5 pieces...
A set is a set, and set bonus is a set bonus. And why does it seems like they make it so freaking hard? I don't get it.
The Enraged set, you have all of those bonuses, but now the stacks go up to 25, and when you drop below 70% HP, you do 8% more damage. So it's kind of like a, you know, a berserker set basically. Now, they do say these set bonus
I'm good
pieces
of that,
are going to
Jay.
be available across all different items. So it's not as if you'll only be able to get like the Berserker set bonus from just like one boss. It's like a general, kind of, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. Like they'll be available as a perk, I guess, on.
Med Vintets nya elektronikkategori kan du känna
What type of game is that, by the way? Shadow Fight.
igen.
Doesn't look, nah.
On any item that could drop in the game. So you could even get the Berserker set bonus or the Enraged set bonus on a life staff that would drop.
Never heard of
from
it before.
A chest run. It's not as if you have to target farm like one area for it. They are like a bit more generic, and you can put them together across multiple different pieces. So it won't necessarily be that I have to have one piece on my helmet, and then I can only find the second piece on the gloves, and I can only find one piece on the ring. You could have one piece on a weapon, and then two on the armor, and then three on the jewelry to put that piece together, if that makes sense. One thing that is going to be limited, a perk or a special perk that you're only going to find on certain items, is a new perk that they're calling infixes. Now, these function very similar to artifacts in the way that they describe them, but infixes are going to be unique perks. One that they describe, which sounds pretty bonkers, is when you dodge, you'll spawn a little gravity well around you. Gravity well is the ability that you can get from Great Axe, and it will pull enemies in. So when you complete a dodge, you'll like suck enemies into you, basically, which is going to be really good for chasing down people in PvP like crazy strong. So this infix gear isn't super well, they don't go really in depth in it, but I imagine this is going to be more akin to artifacts where you'll only be able to get them to drop from certain locations. However, they did say that items with the infix thing can also be on the set bonus gear as well. So how this all comes together, I'm not entirely sure. I do think there's going to be one of these things that we need to see it and actually play it. And of course, I will have YouTube videos breaking this all down and talking about the crazy new builds that we're going to be able to make with this gear. So make sure you hit subscribe for that one. While we're talking about artifacts, they have made some adjustments. Artifacts are still going to be in the game, so we have like 70 in the game right now. They're still going to be there. They've made a lot of adjustments across the board to them. So one example that they gave is there's an artifact pair of boots you can get called the Unmoved. They've added an extra bonus to this where you reflect damage when you take damage, which sounds really, really strong. I don't know like how much damage you're going to reflect, but that sounds kind of broken. I need to make sure I finish the quest on these bad boys. So artifacts are still in. You'll still be able to upgrade them. And some of them are getting buffs and changes. I guess like the weaker ones, they're going to be upgrading those. One big piece of news that I'm very excited for at Nighthaven is they're removing the limiting of getting loot from raids. So right now with the Hive of Gorgons, you do one run per week, and the first time you do the run, the bosses will drop loot. And then if you do another run in that week, you won't get any loot from the bosses, therefore kind of making it pointless to do the run the next time around unless you want to help your friends. Now, that limit is gone, so you can do the raid over and over and over again to get as much loot as you want. Obviously, you're still going to need the Umbral Shards to upgrade the items all the way to 800 gear score. It's implied that they won't drop at 800, you'll have to upgrade them. But it does mean that you can run the raid over and over again to try and get different combinations of gear to drop. So maybe you're looking for that set with the 2 defensive slots on it, or you want something with like 1 defense, 1 offense, 1 skill slot or whatever. Yeah, being able to do the raid over and over again to get loot, like it makes sense. I think that sounds pretty cool. There's also going to be super rare chase items within the raid as well. But these are just cosmetics. So the first boss will drop a hat, the second boss will drop a mount, the third boss is going to drop a mount as well, and these items will be tradable. So 0.5% drop rate from the bosses, but this is pretty cool. This is something that we don't have in New World, and it's in quite a lot of other MMOs. You know, be able to get to like be a mount farmer and then get the cool mounts, and if you get a second copy, you can give it to a friend or sell it for probably a lot of gold. I think this is like a core component that New World's been missing, and I'm actually really excited to just see like rare mounts appear in the game. And that pretty much does it. That's all the information that we learned from this latest developer update video. I did want to condense this down a bit more than what we did, but that talking about the gearing and progression, man, there's just so much to cover there that was a pretty chunky segment. Nighthaven looks really cool though. I honestly think this is a really good direction that the game's going in. I like the new gearing changes a lot. Catacombs look super cool. The new raid looks really, really fun. Let me know what you guys are thinking though. Will you be playing New World Eternum Nighthaven? One thing that I've seen people talking about is a new weapon. Still no mention of the new weapon yet. We know.
Bro, if I'm gonna play this game, I don't even know if I'm able to. Last time I opened the game up, It didn't even load to the game. Like, I know.
Can't believe I did not miss a single bullet. It's crazy. It's insanity.
I'm an OG. Not in the new soul, no. That. For what? Sorry for what, Jay? What? There, Baggins.
Here as well, Sergeant Lin, God Unga, Go For Real.
Interesting.
They have to commit doesn't go to bot wave here, he's doing wounds. Wards being
Team
placed,
one
base coming in from Gala.
Who do y'all think will win? IG or T1? Doing back to back? Back to back? Any way? Area. Bye. That, let me go grab some more coffee. Oh, chat. Why do I want snacks? You guys, they get that urge as well sometimes. You want snacks, right? What's up, Jay? What's up? What's up? Are you a ghost? No, I'm a pancake. A pancake.
execute threshold is going to be 50% soon.
At least that, yeah, at least that did get
Base coming out. Everyone's base.
We have stop. You watch PewDiePie? Twitter, mellometer. Is it loaded in? Let's see Asta.
H King, thank you for the 200.
Wait, is that it?
Who might create a post on Tata hairdressers using creator search instead to help with post search creators. Search without then what make content for status. Trending search. My views has increased by 46% just from users inspired by this method. There you can see the trend. Somehow. Interesting. Here Twitch is 25. May I suggest a clear bag policy for all the other major events. A lot of streamers aren't attending this year out of fear of safety. This could be a great way to safety. Yeah, there's a lot of streamers who's not going, right? That what I've seen and heard.
Queso's a fuck. Yo, I'm sorry. I gotta pause my fucking shit for 1 second. Queso's at 71K.
That's crazy.
Bro, he's genuinely.
How many hours do you
Bro, he's
stream?
genuinely the greatest streamer. That guy literally does like the most random shit. Yo, that's crazy. Shout out Queso, bro. That guy's the GOAT. And he gets in like no drama. Shout out Case, man. Holy fuck, if I was more PR, maybe we could do something.
It's funny because I never seen Case stream. Never, and this is why we possible. Yes. They will not. It's Panther.
Come take it. Just or dig the butt right now.
Fuck, mid-scream, I caught myself. I didn't know the neighbors are coming now, you fucking idiot. So fucking loud.
Get scared. Oh, look at this. Amazing. Amazing. Happy end. So mute. Quattro. Alpha. It is quite hard sometimes to see the difference in AI. Actually. Scary. Wait, chat, do we wanna... Do we wanna...
And Renata hard counters his entire personality.
Wait.
So that one was tough, especially since a lot of owners' early kills outside of the dive, of course, was just basically the Shy going in, looking for an early fight.
How many matches?
Galloping, please stop.
And we were talking about T1's
How many matches?
Yeah, Wade queued over to get the ward in the pit.
Do you feel like it's getting better now?
Yeah,
What champ did Guma play? He was playing Yunara. Yunara.
On the Xin Zhao with the Renard.
Wait, what's the site? Oh, the word. And that's fandom. Esport. Worlds, international worlds, all regions. 40. As today. Today is okay. Tomorrow is TBD and TBD. TBD and TBD. To be. What's TBD? To be determined. Oh. Oh. Wait, does. And. It's on the top of the list, huh? Okay. What is that? 7? Is that my time? That's my time, right? Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, sorry, don't know about that.
Wait, can I tell you something?
Okay.
Is that what you use for 720 Insta swaps?
Mm-hmm. Yes. That is exactly what I use.
Wait, and the crane shot?
The crane shot was the intervention.
Ah, okay.
But close.
Adapt so proud. Wait, pause. Heal this baseball strip off.
This is.
Press me, hold me. And he's typing on the keyboard, no?
I'm cooking, no, I'm cooking. Hey, I'm cooking. This is what is this? What is going on?
Social media needs to crash for a year. That back. Oh, if life was that good. If it was that good. Corley's cat is the number. Is he though? He's one of them, but you define the biggest streamers. By watch hours? By followers? By viewers? No. How many know you?
And she be like,
What's about the address?
Yeah, that they painted.
They painted pumpkins together?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, well, we should do that. That sounds fun.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we should do that. That sounds fun.
Uh-oh.
Anyways. Tara's pumpkin.
Oh? Oh?
Nigga run it back. Mac a hoe, mac a nigga with a trig, hit a lick, want a pussy ass cornbread fuck.
Way, a friend talked to me about this. One Punch Man. Oh, is it today? Where is it? You. Oh, you have that one. Why is that one new? That one is not new. First we have J, and now we have the second J. Up. Avatar. Airbending. One Punch Man. Your brothers? That's cool. But what's yours name? Is it Ja and J? Is your name is Ja J? And I'm saying J and J. That's wrong. Cause is it Ja and J? Ja and J, right? Ja and J. Right? This looks sick though. Oh. Maybe I should watch it. Maybe I should. My favorite moment from Saxon.
Gotta get a blanket. I need a beach.
Alright. The JJ is J and Ja J is Ja. Right? I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you. That means a lot. Actually. Is this when you say I'm healed?
So
right?
give another 100.
We're healed, chat.
Yeah, I gifted 2.
For one of those. We're back on it. Or not? Wait up. Can I see here which that is today? Is best of 5?
Play the local way. Pay your way.
Have you ever seen the Great Wall at night?
What's the? I want to see the. What's the ranking? What's the ranking? That. There, 2-1. So last match, he won 1. So if they get one more win, yeah, it's best of 5. 5, yeah. So it's either E1 wins, win it, and if IG wins, another match. Okay. Right. The 80K.
We ran up a number bigger than I would have ever thought. At the end of the subathon, I am 10% of the total subs that we got is going to the kids in Gaza, man. Free Palestine, all the kids over there going through it. It's going to be going to their education, housing, food. I vetted it through Apex. He's been in there or been out in the field over there and seeing the work that they do. And it's great work and it's something that matters to me. So I'm blessed to be able to do that too. That's something that makes me really happy. So everyone also that has subbed up or gifted or done anything like that over the past 12 days, just know that that's also something we're doing at the end of the subathon. And that makes me really happy that I get to do that.
Very understandable. Very understandable. Minecraft, Roblox. Isn't Roblox getting weird, going through a weird phase due to some shit? What I heard. Luffy, Zoro, Nami.
Really, really freaky. And some important picks are out, right? Like Rakan is out, Saya's in. Renata's out, Kalista's in. Caitlyn's out, Galio's out from top lane. So I think Guma will probably go towards...
Is that something that would be interesting to see? League of Legends gameplay? Of Legends. It's rather what I want to play, of course, but... I am actually going to download New World and see if I'm able to play it. That will definitely be off stream. I remember the last time I struggled a lot with it. A lot. Summit. Not even at Freddy Fazbear. And Chucky. I've actually never watched that one. Like a scary movie. Horror. But let's keep... Oh, he's not even come to the new one. It's 60 to 65. 65 to 70 even. I think you're right. Yeah. Haha. How shall I become one of the victims? That's a horror, right? Five Nights at Freddy.
Rumble.
Okay.
So pairings now are like Ari, I guess.
Okay, so we do. So how many cool Nocturne comps can you come up with? Because Nocturne is just so fun with all these darkness comps.
Well, Ariana is
Nocturne Gwen Yone is like something.
And so maybe like
nah.
you know, you get these
I wonder if they're gonna send the LeBlanc, you know. Nah, it's not good. Nocturne Lissandra will fuck you up a bit. Like Ornn here for sure needs to happen.
I am not gonna do that.
They're gonna go Aatrox on 3. Ashe. Oh, Ashe. Okay. It has to be Ornn, surely. He has to pick a weak side top now.
Oh, because you can turn out the lights and then you get Fiddlestick Spheres.
And then you get double jungle as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that as well.
I don't know if Ornn Jhin is good. You can't go Xayah into Ashe.
Do we start playing League?
They could take LeBlanc, yeah, but then a Lissandra on 3 is a bit scary, I think.
I swear Ashe right now with these scaling AD buffs is really insane.
Wait, I mean, Carrier could also be playing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they are definitely the team.
Ziggs, Leona. Leona's out though.
Double range, aggressive bottom lane as well.
Ziggs for Gala probably.
The T1 kryptonite.
I mean,
the Ziggs has been locked in. They've been better dealing with it, but this is still a
series ban.
Is that an IG Labubu?
T1 in the past, and Gala
what the Shelly?
now be piloting the crazy
it's mostly banned. Do you guys play League?
I mean, it's okay, but this opens up Rel on 3 pretty easily for Carrier if he wants it. They're not gonna pick the Ornn. Wow. They're dropping the Shy into Nocturne.
Even if you pick like a really strong duo lane,
I think Rel on 3 is pretty good here for T1.
Fans.
Unless they want to take like Ari or something for fake her.
Mid lane as well. Something that does remain flexible. Speaking of
What's the add-on called so you can hide on your pen?
And maybe like
honestly, you just have 5
they can ban a mid laner like Rel Ari or something like that, or Rel.
Who do I even?
The
Is it
Swain
Microsoft?
here for rookie?
But long range engage of Ash arrows and Ornn ults are also super annoying when the lights are out.
Yeah.
So you have the super long range pick potential on T1.
I don't know.
Ash arrows, Ornn ultimates, Nocturne.
Yorick ban. Ooh, okay, so he will get Aatrox or Gwen.
Engage options in the last game were
So the Shy will have a champ that he's like solid at. There's the Rel ban.
They're not limited anymore.
Do you ban Thresh? Nah, I don't think Thresh
See,
ban is
like
worth
he
it,
does.
right? Pike, is Pike ban worth it?
Yeah, but you can write.
I don't know.
Epic pen?
I think Pike could be a ban here for IG, and for T1 it's one of Gwen or Aatrox, surely, whichever one they're scared of the most. I would say Aatrox is probably a bit better, but we'll see.
Pike, right?
What big bombs, and both of them have a little bit of
They banned the Gwen. Okay, they're gonna give the Aatrox.
What is it called? What?
Semi-global, really good with dealing with side waves and going to.
Maybe they think they can.
Add-on for
Who the fuck is eating the mic in the crowd? You could ban Pike here, you could ban free ban mid, you know? Like Sylas or some shit, if you're gonna blind Ari yourself.
Right on this.
The Shy is not a player that I have had concerns about champion pool with ever.
I would worry, every player you
I
can come.
expect he's able to find
Seraphine ban.
Aatrox is the
Wow,
thing that's
okay, that's
scaring me
maybe
the
something
most.
from scrims or
Seraphine
something
Rel
through the
getting
year.
taken away from Carrier. Now Gumayushi going to see what he's gonna
I mean,
lock in.
Guma,
expect-
it's Maokai support.
Okay, never
Ooh,
mind. The Maokai consideration.
Thresh, I think better.
Game that we were playing. Oh, well, all of these champions.
Epic pen?
Lulu into North is
How to
hard.
join the screen for free? Oh.
Sona?
Överproducerad mat.
Yo.
Oh, Morgana Flex.
Matsmart.
Awesome.
Vi räddar. Du
Okay, he's
sparar.
gonna tank the Lulu
Det
into North.
glädjer
He's gonna
sig
tank
som man
it.
hörde.
But why
I
can't
mean, their comp is full team fight right now, T1. Full team fight. And I
this chat? How to draw your screen for free presentation video.
In this video, I show you how to draw on your screen like you're seeing here. So stay tuned. You have reason, whether it be anything else.
Epic pen.
all out. Faker could just slam a Cassio here.
Don't you have an add-on?
Varus into Nocturne Ornn.
That's too much Malphite, maybe.
Right.
And especially into Sylas, because that's
What'll do?
illegal. Mako thinking about taking
Dinks.
away the Varus here as well, as we've got
Dinks.
Is it
archery
Sylas top?
on the bottom
Wait,
side
Sylas
of
top,
the
Ziggs
map.
mid, Varus AD or what?
Playing
Or is this Varus
Sylas
top?
to keep his world's
Is this the
dreams
Shy Varus top or the Shy
alive here
Sylas
in
top?
game number 4. And
Or
the
is it the Shy
answer
Pantheon
is
top?
going to be a potential peekaboo composition as a last pick TF.
What the fuck are they playing?
Right now for Faker.
It must be Sylas top, right?
Is it
Oh, Faker LeBlanc.
Is it a top lane Varus into the Ornn, or is it a mid lane?
It does
Ziggs,
cook that draft a bit.
Sylas Go to the top lane.
Is it Varus mid?
Oh, it's Faker LeBlanc. Chat, I'm gonna ads. If you want to avoid ads, you can use a tier 1 on Twitch Prime to support the channel and get all of Worlds with zero ads. Ad-free Worlds if you sub now with Prime or tier 1. I'll see you in a sec after on the ads. I'm gonna get ads during the game. Big kiss. Faker LeBlanc. So what's going where?
Yeah.
It must be.
That's what I thought. Wait, is it epic?
Känn Hallon-effekten med dubbelsurf på live. Välkommen.
Pen for your screen. Drawing pen. Big pen. Outdraw, fast drawing for everyone. Outdraw draws.
Okay, so now, are we gonna get
That
lane
do it.
swaps now
I don't even know what to say.
out of this situation?
He's
Right
playing
out.
Varus top against
This
Ornn
is
Nocturne
gonna be a
LeBlanc.
real
Like,
roll of the dice.
it's.
I would assume it's more like that they are going to get that. As you were saying, where the champions were going,
do
Kobe,
it.
and I was wrong. I was wrong. It's been a while since we've had the Varus top lane, but it looks like that's where the Shy is going to be going. So making sure they keep things confusing up until the very end. That was a triple flex.
Fucking hell, he thinks he's still playing Valorant with the fucking open shit. Oh my god. I'm guessing it's on-hit Varus top. What is it? Blade fucking...
I think it is fitting.
What is it? Blade Ruin King, Rage Blade, Wit's End or something? Terminus? Like, what the fuck is he buying? On-hit Varus top.
Not compute this.
My client just
It can't be AP Varus. Look at his team comp.
Our observers, they do not get spooked by things.
Look at his team comp.
As we are under the rift here for what could be the final game in the series.
They're gonna invade top and split the map or what? Oh my god, he's playing Varus top. Oh my god.
And odds are, Ziggs into T1 is a pretty good way to deliver us some silver scrapes, but it has to happen now.
Is it Hexplate, Varus top with like... Is he gonna go Hexplate? They're gonna swap into the Varus, right? They're gonna put Ashe top, surely. God, these swaps are so toxic.
I feel so far behind, but I haven't played League in such a long time at a consistent level, and I kind of don't really know why, how, when, who, where, what.
He's playing top. Is he really the spy? Like, come on, man.
Swap.
Surely when they were saying that he needs to throw, he can't make it
When do you
obvious.
swap?
Varus top with the T1 skin?
Okay, what did I do?
Like, what?
Distortion and the Mimic Distortion also benefited.
And even though it wasn't on the same patch, we did recently have ASI, and LeBlanc was pretty popular in that tournament as well. So a bit of a taste there.
He's playing it against Gumayushi in top. What did they say? Did they say let's have a meeting in top lane? We can flex the T1 skin and we can get T1 through to Swiss.
Does it
Come on, the Shy.
if they're both still just playing 80 carries, you know?
This is just like season 1 mid lane.
Ziggs North versus
Where is
Lulu
it?
Ornn bot lane. Yes, that is happening.
Dude, this actually is gonna super.
Okay, let's see how this goes, because both junglers are pathing top.
But I want to go back even before season 1.
Oh god.
I played with COG.
One of the best ADs in the world is on Ziggs, and his top laner is playing Varus.
Was that the one where the internet?
Mid matchup is pretty hard.
GG,
yeah.
and we played Ashe mid and we played Ashe top. But honestly, more fun stuff here is going to be like rookie Silas versus Faker LeBlanc in mid lane. Some stutter steps going on as well. And this is going to be the
How goated is the Shy, by the way?
up their roams. So remember,
How
the
goated is the
4-minute
Shy?
timer is
Who's going to drop a
restriction for
Varus top
lane.
game on match point?
So the supports are out here really
He
early.
is.
They, as long as they don't go top, though, to trigger the 4 minutes.
Nice, so the Lulu lane's mid with the LeBlanc,
they
and now I
didn't
can't play the
change
game,
the mid lane one.
says Rookie,
Yeah,
as he
Just
can't play the
top
game.
lane one. So mid lane's fair game, Alice.
Yep, it's all just
Here we
fine.
go.
Right,
This is like, this is molten Rammus levels of gameplay right now. I'm not sure if that
Slow
Varus is
though.
going to survive.
That's going to be the way of the Silas in this lane. As what is happening? Is it like Gumayushi like teaching the Shy AD carry, or is it the Shy teaching Gumayushi top lane?
Oh, chat.
I'm not entirely sure, and I am hazard to guess that it's more the Shy.
This is looking like some salty
to know
Teemo
what's
stuff.
up, because this guy
Alright,
also
lock in, let's see what we can cook.
The top lane,
Yeah, he also pioneered the Callista in the top lane. He is not much of a stranger.
Mr. Cannon
Only
already.
the Shy knows what the Shy is doing.
This is how it works.
I mean, that has not been proven more
No
true
barrier on Guma.
than any other day.
Honestly,
He's dead.
Rookie taking so much damage here as there's this snap
Heal,
flash
heal,
forward,
big
but
heal.
it's all a
Big
bait.
he-
Faker, can he actually still
Big
get
heal.
the kill as he
Saved.
does get the passive
Whoa, whoa,
proc?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, Mako, get him.
He's-
Keep him safe, but Mako still wants to take him down.
Support.
This Nautilus is so scary, and he flashes to try and lock him down.
With the hammer!
Not enough at
What the
first
fuck is
blood
going
to
on? Now he hooks out.
Now
How do I-
Odo's making his way in as
Now Carrier's gonna
Carrier's
chase
looking
him.
to try and punish this
Who's
big
that?
daddy as he
The
makes
shield,
his way
the
out,
big
gets
what?
himself another
Okay,
round
Faker
of
died.
shielding.
Rookie got an
Fittings.
assist on his Dark Seal, I guess.
Goodness, Mako,
Guma
you
might get
monster.
dove in here, gets the base off.
10-year
TP top from Doran, and now they've matched.
EDG to actually defeat it. Wait a second, he's right back. More
We're still
action.
fighting.
Yep, more
Rookie, the
chains
wave is big.
connecting. I mean, there are chains all
Oh,
over the place.
hell
There was
nah.
even a chain on the end of that anchor as well, as now
Oh.
Rookie's gonna get pushed out of
Now
this
Doran
lane.
TP's top, now
Carrier
Ashe is going
comes
back
over to
bot.
say no more funny business, but
What
I
is
don't think
Carrier
that's
doing?
gonna
He's just
deter
laning
anyone.
there.
Today has been all about
I do
business.
watch
Toby,
the whole
Mako
fight
literally himself,
match.
ends up getting the
Can't
kill
play.
onto
I gotta make
Faker.
something to eat as well.
Absolute
Before the
insanity
others.
going on.
Let's have a look at it one more time here, as this looked like Rookie was dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
looked like a
definitely
kill
did.
angle to Faker as well.
But he has heal on
I mean, honestly,
Nautilus.
to me
God
too,
bless.
So let's take a look at this.
Why are we
Hit the
trading
Q
like that
as
for,
Rookie
by the
was
way?
coming in and hit the chain. That was nice as he was going back to the minions. Stays in range to fully tether it. And get the lock.
This matchup mid is hard. Silas is not having a good
as Danny is losing his mind, as we can see.
He's having fun. Everyone's having fun watching this series.
This is on YouTube.
This is crazy.
Well, distortion over the wall here from Faker. Can snap back if you would like to. But Owner also lying in wait. Satchel charge going to come on through here, but Gumiushi not too worried about the minefield that has been put down. Throws out the Q. The bouncing bomb going to be ignored here as the Ash in a pretty good spot at this point of
Going
the
in.
game. As Doran, yeah, this is not going to be fun, I don't think, for the On in this lane. As great sidestep there from Carrier. Mako not quite picking the direction he would do.
Silas.
As Way looking to keep
And
things interesting as well. He's on top of a ward. So it is going to be T1 just playing defensively. And will be okay.
Varus.
Taken dashes forward, and
Why
Rookie is
Varus
looking a little
top?
worse for wear. But
Why
after what happened
Varus top?
in the early stages, I don't think they're going to overcommit for that.
I gotta be honest, Alice. I totally thought the supports were at some point
Is it
going
all
to
because
be
team
mid
comps?
lane, and then lane swap was only going to
Hunters.
be early stuff. But man,
It is, right?
everyone camping around that mid lane, supports and jungles. At least our bottom laners have finally met back up.
X splash. She does
That's a nice
far
Ashkin.
enough away to keep himself fully safe. And everything is going to sort of relax itself, right? We've got a 500 gold lead approximately here for IG, who have benefited from this early game. That first blood going over to Mako is basically the gold lead.
Yeah. Mid lane, of course, Faker, it has resulted in a good CS lead for Faker with the constant pressure and making it hard for Rookie to
Varus is
CS.
not going AP, no?
And now neither of them with flashes
But
does
80.
make me think
Because all
Jungler's
have got to
Paradise.
it.
We've got level 6 Nocturne, and Way is a bit behind, so it's going
That's
to take
why
a
they
bit more
picked
for
up.
Pantheon to get level 6 and get that global threat as well.
Big spot,
But we are
Varus top.
about to enter the jungle paradise of
Yep.
level 6s, just
Yep,
fire
yep.
off those ultimates, go grab your kills. We have no flashes on the mid laners or the supports, which are also technically mid laners in this game. I guess
think
they've
so.
spent enough time
Also
there
mid laners.
to be labeled as the support mid laners.
This is also the first game that we don't have Spellbook for Carrier, so he's not going to be able to teleport his way around the map. Mako is going to be so lucky. We'll see whether Carrier can get the value out of the area that he's looking for, despite not being able to have that added utility. Gumiushi back up towards the top side now, once again laning
Lane
into
swap.
Gala as Rookie taking down lower and lower. This is something
Lane
we used
swap.
to see all the time. The stolen Mimic Distortion from the Silas. Although that's
Both
showing
lanes.
my age. I think that was
we-
the first time Silas.
I
was
think
never-
that's what we were supposed to do today. I think that's what today is about.
Yeah, we were just, it was
The lane swap wouldn't be worth it, though,
we were
if
allowed.
both lane
Today is history
swapped,
day.
right?
Well, there is that distortion being
Because if
utilized.
Var-
It's a fair
Varus
bit of
top-
damage, but now everyone is being called in and they slam Rookie into the ground.
Varus and
Some
Orn top.
grubs should come on through for T1 afterwards as well, but man,
both
blinking, you
switched bot.
missed it. As Rookie is just dead.
That's everyone who has
By
an
doing
ult
that, it's not
used
like-
their ult on Rookie. Carrier didn't
You
because
want
he's
like a
only
lane
level
swap
4.
with Varus top,
But
still being top,
everybody
and
has
then the
though,
bot
Kobe.
goes
You
top,
best
like,
believe he
the
pressed
top
R.
and bot.
He pressed R for sure. He's with
Am I wrong?
you.
Oh my goodness, all right. But it will still be IG utilizing the fact
Oh.
that they didn't press as many R buttons to take 2 of these grubs. One of them did go over to T1 as a result of that last play.
1-1.
But it's not enough to get the
Verticals.
gold lead completely back in the
Baker
hands
got
of
it.
T1. Instead, things are just
Remake.
basically equalized.
The
Eco.
Avengers.
The
assembled
maker of the
around mid lane
Makos.
to take down Rookie to even it up 1-1.
Amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the Thunderbirds that were going to be the second round of Avengers, but no. Apparently it's just T1.
Yep. Well, let's take a look at the aftermath. So you do get the credit towards your objective as far as getting the double grubs. Another lock in here. Faker continues to apply some pressure, going for the trades, but you don't get the Void Mite spawns, the little void voidlings or whatever.
Yep.
For your split pushing or your tower taking later. So it's a little bit reduced, but
Talking about
I
that,
think T1
you
feel
need to
pretty good.
kill
about
all of
their
them
situation, getting
to
the
be able
kills
to
here
get
onto Faker. He did also invest
small webs
in the
that helps you
early
push.
heal cutting here against Rookie.
Or
in
is
this
it
lane
enough
where
for
there's
you
so many,
to-
uses of the Kingmaker as well as Mako's heal, I
There's
guess. since
3,
Mako's,
right?
Yep.
That was very
3.
effective heal early on in that early
I
trade.
also feel like there might be a Sundered Sky coming in, and that may be even the bigger issue. As, yeah,
There you go.
here's the kitchen sink
Cinematic
falling
version.
from the sky.
Ash Arrow, Ornn Ultimate, they all collide at the same time. Honestly, kind of impressive that Faker still was able to get the last hit of the kill with everything just
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
hitting at the same
I mean, that was
time.
damage soup that just landed on him. and was enough to deal with Rookie. That's one of those times where you're like, you just start pinging all of the R buttons that just hit you.
I want to do an investigation and see, like, what was the actual time difference between each R button press, as Doran's got some visitors.
Well, he is also going to call in his friends, but it's going to be too late, and now Oda might be in an awkward position, still able to get the kill on Henkehm, who unfortunately had turret aggro in that play. So one for one will be the result, but the Shy able to push this wave in, and also possibly put some pressure on this turret, utilizing the Ziggs. Is Ona going to move on over? And only throws out a Duskbringer. So that's all she wrote for T1's defense, and that should be first turret going over to IG.
That was really nice answer from Owner. You know, lays down the Q right before he arrives with his ultimate, and with the tower damage there, does get the counter kill. So ends up being a 1-for-1 on their dive on Doran.
That is
Doran,
the
though,
last
of course,
match.
is suffering significantly with the Shy here having
If
his
T1 wins this one,
top, pretty good CS
they move forward.
Himself,
Who are they up against?
He teleports right back out.
Is it other
Gala
matches?
down here to the bottom side, so I think they
Or is
do
it
want to fight it.
previously?
They're not going to give it to T1 for free.
Yeah, Faker looking for a flank, but he is spotted on vision.
might be.
Rookie with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow already prepped.
All the previous matches.
This is 4v5 guaranteed.
Yep, Wei couldn't get on in there as the flash is going to be employed. Depth charge comes down, but he creates so much distance,
This
and all the
moment,
buttons go entirely wide. They were thrown after Faker. He lands the chains, and IG just kind of left confused with no T1 to fight. Unless
they found some.
Yeah, they do find
just
T1.
chase them a little
Not
more.
T1's to fight though. Gala is hitting a turret, and maybe T1 are going to be tempted to try and defend this. Right now, 3 versus 3. You've got Rookie moving towards the top side, and T1 are going to be able to at least deny some of the extra plates that have come on in.
Okay, so Gala getting some more turret damage there, some more advantage, turret plate money for IG. And having opened up the map on the top side as well after their dive situation. Does make you a little bit more worried. You know, we mentioned with the Pantheon ult and the Ziggs ultimate, you have a decent amount of global on that side too. It's not just that they have to play into Nocturne ultimate, but they've got some pretty good uses themselves.
There's also Blade of the Ruin King completed here from the Shy already. And oftentimes in Ziggs compositions, we often talk about, oh, but they won't have the same level of consistent damage. They won't have the same ability to take neutrals, things like this. When you've got like an on-hit Varus on your team anyway, I mean, it's just a mage and an AD carry, right? It's just a regular composition. And so they're not going to run into any of those issues in this particular game. Unless the Shy does something crazy, because this is not like he's playing a Scion.
What? The Shy never does crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, surely we can rely on that. It's
Everyone's got their
absolutely
rules up.
fine. Hawkshot going to give some vision over to T1.
I'm watching correctly.
As Gala takes some damage from the volley. Double flashes employed. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. There's a Grand Starfall, but the instant wild growth is fantastic. Paranoia comes in, but still Owner is taking so much damage. The flash from Rookie is able to shut him down, and now the Shy looking for Doran. He's tanking up the turret, and he's happy to do so as IG. They slam T1 on multiple fronts.
IG are popping off. They want to send us to Silver Scrapes. They want to send us to a 5th game, Atlas.
They may just do it if they keep playing like this as IG
Fight.
now looking to take more plates. It is
Fight
sub
them,
14
fight.
minutes for another 8 seconds. And so they might be able to get another one here. As now Rookie and Trouble Gumayushi trying to lay down the hurt, but instead distracted by a ward and will be able to take that one out of there. T1 by no means out of this one, but the signs of life from IG.
How do you say it in English?
Going to be putting
Close.
some worry into the T1 fans.
I love staying in
Close
attack mode
does
there for
a
IG.
hero.
There's no hesitation.
They have another mode?
Yeah,
Like
they
the
immediately
saying.
throw these semi-global ults that we're kind of trying to hype
Ja,
up.
dat gooit er ingen naar.
You know, they
Right.
get the double flashes out of the T1
Those-
bottom lane as Faker
look at that
wants the
tower,
rest of
man.
his turret, but Wei is
Tiny little bit of damage.
get back in there.
Basically, yeah, fake.
Just needs to
What is that thing?
breathe
Click on that thing. What is that? Yeah, okay, there we go.
Nailed. So it does take a turret shot, but that is fine. We'll be able to claim
Close,
that
but
global
not
gold.
close.
It's gonna
Close
the
to goal.
gap just a little bit.
I do, but again, yeah, I love how
Break
they
it.
just attack the, you know, the
Break it
Axe
for the
and
biscuit.
the Lulu here. No flashes now on either of them. Really, really big stuff. Mako forces them initially, then they have the follow-up. They got the Ziggs ultimate, the Pantheon ultimate, and Rookie
Isn't that a
breaking
great
through.
ass
So even though Owner tried to cover
engage?
with darkness, they just full send, flash under tower, and then the Shy takes care of Doran himself.
Doran also threw the wrong direction.
Yeah, Doran was like, let me out of here. I got to get this way.
Yeah, he's like, save yourself, Ram, friend.
I'm getting out of here.
All right, we're fighting again as now Carrier in a bit of trouble. Does have to put his Wild Growth on cooldown as the darkness is going to come in, but Carrier already dead. Ona able to put himself in a great position, though, as the Pantheon will be the answering kill. But Rookie on the top side of the map means that Gumayusi cannot play the game. He's taken out, but it's a 1-for-1. And now it's T1 trying to fight back. This time, the Ram is going to connect as the Ziggs satchels himself out and burns to death. As Ona's red buff gets it done. Now Mako not going to be able to do anything. The anchor is queued, but I think that Faker will be able to finish this one off. And T1, they're going to be able to fight back.
Atlas, this is peak League of Legends right here,
sure
baby.
It's not ping pong, Kobe. It's just battle. Like one team wins, and the next person wins right back.
Okay, so immediately right onto Carrier and Guma, and they couldn't even decide. And they're like, okay, fine, we get the Carrier, but then Nocturne. Darkness does so much work here because they don't actually have vision. They're able to get the shutdown.
Gonna
T1
make
tights backwards. We're
another
back
match?
action, baby.
Yep.
Or is
Carrier just out of the death chamber. Might just be put back in it here as the Glitterland's not quite enough, and Way will be able to put him down. Faker looking for a bit of a recall here, but Rookie might be able to find him. Faker able to distort his way out. Will be able to keep himself safe, but still Rookie denying the back angle, and it's more turrets going down for the Ziggs. Man, I'm looking over here, I can see Orcs.
Oh, they're going for the Shy!
Left as they are looking for the Shy. Can they find the fear? And they will be able to do so. This time, the Shy doesn't have a lot of that funny business available. He's doing a lot of damage, and now the cavalry is going to come in as he bought enough time to allow IG to capitalize on this one. As Paranoia just to buy the space, and we'll see whether it works. He looks to turn it, they take down Gala, and Owner is still alive. He survives through it all, and Way is going to fall at the same time. The knock up on Mako, he's dead, and T1. Oh my God, Owner, you are an absolute gem.
Holy, Owner does not run away, Atlas. He turns around, he goes right back in. He lives in addition to getting all the kills. That is insanity from T1.
My goodness. And now the Dragon going to be secured here. That is going to be the second going over to T1. Now Soul going to be a mountain yet again. And let's have a look at this one more time, because man, the Shy going down, that was understandable, but he did buy a lot of time, and it looked pretty decent, honestly, for IG.
Yeah, and Owner flashed to start this play. So we start the play seeing his flash. So he's not going to have flash for later for escaping. So IG, they're like, all right, we're coming down the river. We'll go for Durant Forest, then the darkness. And I was like, oh, maybe he'll run away with it. But no, he goes right back in on the stun timer. He has the spell shield. He gets the extra healing. He stays alive with the passive healing, with the Conqueror stacking.
The Umbral Blades. Just getting all of that health back. But man, Ona, zero fear in that moment. I think he thought that he was going to die. He's like, well, let's send it. Saw the arrow come in and just launched himself like a missile into IG.
Yeah,
and
who's
even
collapsing on
surviving
who?
at the end is absurd. Because, like, you just get the Paranoia damage down, your job is done. Great play. The fact that he lived is just absurd.
Paranoia damage is the
a lot of minions, as we're seeing here. The Rift Herald is going to be employed in the mid lane.
Who's from Owner?
And now Paranoia comes down yet again. The Shy in trouble once more as the Ram, looking for the knock-up, will be able to find it. The arrow from downtown connects from Gumayusi, and Faker is now able to close in as well. The Grand Skyfall comes in, the Mega Inferno Bomb, not quite enough as Owner just barely limping away. And now the fight is going to continue. Mako trying to throw out the CC. The satchel's good as Gala's bouncing bombs aren't quite connecting. T1 still not able to quite find the fight.
Getting out of there alive.
From Mako as Faker
Faker
is going to get executed, but Gumayushi's the problem. He flashes to create the space. And Gala, they've been ignoring him this whole time. Finally, they're going to move over as he runs out of mana, takes down Carrier, but he will die as a result. And Doran and Gumayusi walk away victorious.
And T1 keep up the pace. They keep the pressure high, continuing to force another and another fight. They see the Shy.
What was the purpose of that fight?
Immediate Nocturne ultimate from Owner. He's going sicko mode in this game. Doran
is able
to hit the
IG going in, trying
right
to save.
Into the ultimate from Guma as well. So he's done. Owner snipes him with the Q
engages.
afterwards.
And then everyone else engages, and it's like
Rookie actually steals the Ornn ultimate and isn't
Owner
able
gets
to
out alive.
reactivate it there in the brush. And so they don't finish off Owner. He goes to live. The rest of T1 could push them off. Guma's doing so much work here with the Ashe, pelting them from the side. So even when Faker goes down there, Guna puts out so much damage, or Guma usually
It's like they had the urge to fight.
and keeps
That's why
them
they
flowed with the Ashe.
And Rookie just couldn't
They're
make
just
his way
like,
back
well,
in again,
I don't know.
so Gala kind of left out to dry. Now the Otacon has been started by IG. This has been a point of contention for this team. We'll see whether they can make it work this time around here in Game 4. Man, this is feeling like they're throwing the gauntlet as now the paranoia comes down. Doran finds a huge knock up and the AoE is massive.
Ooh.
The wild growth absurd by T1. And their team fighting is just too good, ladies and gentlemen. Gala keeping himself alive, but there are too many people here. Rookie finds the clone
Hold
of
your
all
horses.
things, but the Otacon will stay up. And T1 did lose two in the process. Can Rookie do it? Can he be the hero? But he cannot in this moment. Still, they saved the Otacon, and that may actually be the biggest deal in this moment.
Wait, they've got a teleport from Doran. They can teleport Doran back in. Faker and Keria are flanking them. There's the teleports coming in. It's actually answered here by IG as well.
Oh, Gala gets executed. Faker finds him in the brush. He thought he was safe, and honestly, so did we, because there wasn't the vision as Doran slams his head into the wall, but he is so incredibly tanky. The flash out from Keria
they are
to
fighting.
avoid the re-engage.
Ah, damn.
As Rookie is doing a fair bit of work. Doran doesn't have damage himself, and now the Shy has made his way in. It's another hook connecting, but Owner is also respawned. Ladies and gentlemen, Doran will be dying in this fight, but yeah, we have Paranoia coming up very, very soon. And the Ashe Arrow is 8 seconds away. I do not think it's Otacon time. Please let me breathe.
No way, buddy. Let's keep the action going. T1, they approach. They fire.
As Gumayushi's going to find it, and Rookie is going to get punished once again. It's being in a brush that's going to be their downfall, and it's Keria that's able to get the last hit, but Gumayushi is kiting like a madman. Another wild growth. And T1, it feels like the same team fight that they won before. Well, they're going to go win it again.
That was all one team fight right there.
Gala got ulto.
They continue it.
They got no smite.
Come back up. They immediately press them.
They got no
finally
vision.
engage. Guma here with the Ashe Arrow re-engages, sets it up, and the Otacon
got no
this
vision.
time will be the final prize.
They're going to be able to pick it up.
Can
here.
you?
23 kills to 13.
Not gonna do
those
it.
numbers.
Oh, it's absolutely ridiculous. A bloodbath here in our game number 4 between T1 and IG, but IG are circling the drain now, and this is where they need to get it together if we want to see the silver scrapes. And that's also Soul Point on the board as well. Mountain Soul will make this team so tanky. As let's see this one as, he watched Gala walk into the brush.
He's like, Ziggs only waddles so quickly.
Yeah. Oh man, beautifully played though.
If
It's
Ziggs
exactly
would
what
have
LeBlanc is
used
built to do.
any other ability, then
Okay, so then here we go.
W.
Hawk shot from
Right.
Guma, sets him up. They
Faker
throw
would've
down
died,
the
right?
blue trinket. He hits him with the Ashe Arrow. We already talked about Owner was ready with the Nocturne ultimate, and even though he goes down this time around, T1 successful re-engage. Picture in picture will show that they are getting another objective.
Yep.
But don't let that distract you from the next fight,
Damn.
because we're
Damn.
Away. This is the thing. I am not convinced that T1's going to win this game yet. Right now, everything is pointing towards that being the likely outcome. But you best believe
They're
I
pinging
will not
another
be
fight,
baited
baby.
into
Guma.
expecting something. As the arrow is going to stop the back from Way, and now he's trapped. He's not going to be able to escape. He doesn't have the Grand Starfall, and now the jungler is going to be dead at 23 minutes and 50 seconds in the game. The Baron is up in a minute's time, and Way is not going to be able to get into position to try and get vision down.
Is Guma Hawkeye? Has he missed Ashe arrows ever?
He's channeling prey.
There's so many of them. Yeah, I mean that was definitely a close one to Pantheon channeling the ultimate there in the spot. And the Ashe Arrow finds another one. So many of them this game, but T1 now will continue to push afterwards. So they don't see any more champions on screen, so they'll kill some towers.
We'll see whether the champions will come on screen, because then T1 will try to kill them. That is going to be what happens. Right now, Gala does have a massive amount of wave clear. So that Baron that I was talking about before, up in 25 seconds time, that is going to be required if they want to break open this base of IG.
Can we crowdsource, like, what is the highest kills per minute of an international game? Because this has got to be up there,
I mean,
man.
T1 are almost at a kill a minute as the team.
Yeah, just as one of the team. This is absolute, like, this pace is crazy. I hope that we're setting records here, because it feels like we're at least getting close.
Yep, I hope so. And they're going to have to keep it up as the Baron is going to spawn, as we were talking about. And IG, they need to try and
Why
get
did
into
they
this
trim the
darkness
map?
and make something happen. But the vision
Trim the
control,
map,
just from the champions of T1, is ridiculous. Hawkshot
Yeah.
and Paranoia. Not only do they get vision themselves, they take it away from you. It's so unfair. Have absolutely,
there we go.
absolutely every option, as Faker is also able to get all the way around this map to wherever
They should,
he needs
maybe
to
they should
be
do that more
to clear
often.
out these pink wards if he would like to.
And that's a dream
Being
scenario
POV,
for LeBlanc. When your
right?
team does have that
But they see
luxury of
things.
controlling so much vision, you're a trickster. You're this burst mage that wants to go for distortion combos.
Yeah, you capitalize on
Yes.
information. Way
Exactly.
better than any other champion.
It's like comes.
And IG
Really.
grouping up, getting themselves in there. The flash in from Mako does trigger the flash out from Carrier.
All right, IG, can they?
I
Last
like
time
the
they,
mindset of Mako. He has just gone for every flash angle that he can possibly find.
especially when he's looking for Guma or Carrier, you know, trying to kill those two specifically. Let's see if they can actually do that one more time and actually take down Carrier, punish the no flash. They
Good spell shield there from Ona. Gonna deny the hook in as Faker distorts his way back again. The knockup gonna go wide from Doran, who
More
flashes
pokes.
away. Now the Ram
Ulti
is
coming.
going to
They're
show
going in.
his teeth. But that's a brilliant stasis to
Nice.
come on through. Ona goes in. He survives for so long. Way too long. Wild Growth comes in, and it's Gumayushi
Hey.
with the damage. Why is this Nocturne still alive? Ona, you absolute
Are they
monster. The inner
finishing
turret's
it,
gonna go down, and I
or
think
are they
this
taking-
is the end of IG, and T1
They're finishing
putting
it.
the end to the LPL has started early this Worlds.
T1 will
Yeah.
have every member alive to assault the IG base. Scala trying to defend, but it's no use.
The game is over.
The Ziggs that was their Achilles heel is finally gonna be taken down
T1
as
takes it home.
T1 will make
GG's.
it to the Swiss
GG's.
stage to defend their Worlds title.
GTA 6. That's in a year, no? That's next year. That was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Just be able to watch and comment a little bit. Just chill watching. Maybe I should do that more often. Maybe I should do that more often. That was one thing's for sure. I gotta pee. But yeah, 2020. Yeah. February, March, April, March. A6 release. May, 26th of May. January, February, March. April, May. It's like almost second quarter of 26. When it 26.
Is this going to be the moment, because they do take some time to scale up in tournaments?
I mean, they took some time in this series.
Yeah.
And they needed to, because the final test being the Ziggs, that monkey to get off their shoulder, you know? And being able to finally do it as since Split 3 being 0-5 against the champion hasn't been the best for them. And just insane play. Mako as well, being able to be the first one to get a kill onto Faker.
Yeah, on
I mean, you felt the prominence immediately.
Well, let's.
And it kind of echoed around this stadium as well. The fact that he was
Let
able
me
to do it here,
do-
10 years separated,
Where is
after
he?
being on the team that was able to serve his first loss
Yeah.
on that champion, just wasn't enough to actually win them the series.
It's
As this isn't the one, right? Okay, good.
Yeah. We get the cinematic. Oh, this is all the ultimates at the same time. That was all of the R's buttons pressed from T1 simultaneously to take down Rookie in the mid lane.
Some of the highlights from this series, like already, the highlight reel that we have for Worlds is incredible.
Truly.
It's fantastic. Just so much already. T1
Oh,
will
man.
remain in the tournament. And owner living here was just,
one more
just
coffee,
not allowed.
Yeah, able to take them both
Yeah, Jay,
down,
you gonna play
still
GTA?
surviving. And the pace just continued. I mean, you're talking about highlight reels. Like, if they made a highlight
Are
reel
y'all gonna
of
play
this
GTA
game,
6?
there was so little
Well, I mean,
downtime.
that's probably
between
gonna be the
fights
biggest game.
that you would only have to really cut out a
the
tiny
decade,
bit of the beginning of
actually.
the game, and just
If
kind
it
of then
lives
roll
up
the
to
rest
it.
of the game. Is all.
And
all of the
I'm
action,
just,
all of
I'm
the
just
highlights.
really glad that I can
If it lives
confirm
up
that
to it.
Dracos and Hysterics arrived yesterday.
Ah,
so I'm gonna
yes.
need a break after this series, man. This
Man,
was
I wanna play League now.
just a lot of yelling. Because these
Play
guys would
League.
not stop fighting one another, and
It-
we've been casting T1 for
It's interesting because when I was little 8 years old, you know, when you grow up, you have your brothers, you have your father, and you know, playing games around you, and all you wanted to do was like enjoy to watch others play, right? And now when I think about it, why didn't I think more about that growing up when I actually played? Because usually what you like, enjoy to do, incorporate that into something else. Like, for example, Cadril and what I did now. We watch other people play. And I enjoy watch other people play, right? So why no? I've always enjoyed it.
vibes for the first two games. And that is huge
Computer,
testament
Judge.
when
Computer.
so many of us, we have to remember back to like 85% of people
Wait.
believing that T1 had this
Isn't
one in the bag. The fact that IG
PlayStation
this is
5 was
a 3-1,
last year.
right?
But
It
next
is
year is PlayStation
relatively
6,
in
right?
T1's favor, but IG put up a fantastic fight.
PlayStation
And now
6
we have
and
Carrier
PlayStation 7.
alongside G-Sun ready to tell us all about it.
Don't need a PlayStation is what I'm
Thank you very much, and I'm here
Good way.
joined by Carrier. Congratulations.
interested. Interesting. It's a spear, what? So maybe, yeah, maybe, most likely, I'll start doing more of what I enjoyed to do, still enjoy to do. Hey. Standings. First place, world overview, play-ins, knockouts, play-in. Play-ins is already done on this bracket. Bracket? Round 1. No, knockouts. Overview. All teams have qualified. Oh, the ALC. Where do we see first, second? That's all who's gonna go up against each other, right? Where do I see that's earlier today? This is now earlier today, so you can rewatch it. Knockouts. World's knockouts. Okay, well, Henkems. Power? Henkems. Bro, it's not picking, it's worlds. Round 1. Bracket, it's knockouts. So quarterfinal is T1. And dong. Right? Play-ins T1 1, right? I don't get it. Goran, Hate, Goody. Okay, is all of the Okay. Interesting. Anyway, chat. It's been a chill and good stream, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. I will see, and like, how do I say it? I'll check more into it, see the matches. Maybe we'll do a watch party or something tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. That was fun though. I enjoyed it. But chat, I'll see you again tomorrow, and until then, have an awesome day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Until next time. Bye.